We're about to crawl under the Alice sculpture here.
Let's go. Let's go do it. Jeez. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit with my with my backpack here. I'm gonna have to take my backpack off.
Yeah, it's a real spelunking adventure.
So, I used to fit like in here. Now I don't.
That's so weird when you're a child that you can fit, but now that you're an adult, you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you around the other side.
Okay.
So yeah, this. Oh yeah, that alligator guy is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
And then over there on the tree, actually. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Look up here. That finger, I used to like totally grab.
This is a cool angle.
I used to grab that finger as a kid, like and I would climb up on her. I would climb up, you know, through these mushrooms.
Did you ever hang from this tree here?
Which from that thing? Oh yeah, I totally made it to the top of that multiple times. It's the tactile sensation of just hearing that echo.
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
And then I remember, oh look, there's the Cheshire Cat, which is super cool. And that, I love that little, see, that's like a
little caterpillar. Salamander.
Clearly the statue was designed to be climbed upon, you know?
Yes, it's like one of the few things like encouraged to climb all over it, so.
And then I recall my favorite little section. I think I tried to fit through there once, but I'm looking for something here. Yes. What? Oh, that guy's cool. Ah, this is the rabbit. What's this timepiece of his?
This is a pocket watch that he pulls out because he's running late.
Is he late for a very important date?
Yes.
That was this guy? Oh my god, right. Huh. We are here with Dan Hirshon,
Hi.
the author of Alice in Manhattan, a photographic trip down New York City's rabbit holes. Prose by Lewis Carroll, so it's sort of like...
All the words are by Lewis Carroll. Not the words. I mean, words are by words, but selected prose from the original Alice in Wonderland. It's matched up, juxtaposed with photographs that I took of around New York City.
Very interesting. So you took photographs, you provided your own illustration to the prose, and we are here at the statue.
Yes.
Which is very significant to me, because I used to crawl around the statue when I was a little baby. Just like these kids are doing.
Yes, there's just non-stop kids crawling on the statue.
Have you actually crawled into some of the nooks and crannies? Have you had the guts to do that as an adult?
You know what? I haven't actually. That's a really good idea. If I really want to get to know this statue, I guess I have to just get into all the nitty-gritty.
Well, let's do that when we're done sitting here.
Okay, we could give a visual tour.
I think
underneath the statue.
I think that'd be really cool, because like there's some nooks and crannies that I used to like discover, and I sort of want to rediscover. This is like, what is this, bronze? The statue made of, is it bronze or copper?
I believe it's bronze.
Yeah.
And it's been polished down by hands over the years.
What year is it from, do you know?
I think it's 1959.
Wow.
Yeah. The Mad Hatter is, I think, the caricature of the person who commissioned it, which is Delacourt.
Yeah.
And then Alice is the face, is supposed to be very similar, or supposed to be the daughter of the artist. The cover of the original edition, 1865.
Okay. So the original tale is written in 1865, and I became familiar with Alice in Wonderland through that Disney movie, right? From like 1986, 87-ish?
No. Okay. I thought you meant the animated.
Yeah, when did the animated one come out?
Oh, I think that came out in the 50s.
Yeah, so like I saw it in 1986.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
And I was like, that movie scared me, you know? Off with her head!
Yeah, I think that's a pretty, like, scary... I mean, like, my dad, who is a Alice in Wonderland scholar, he kind of sees it more as an adult book than as a children's book.
What are some of the adults... You know, I've heard of these themes, like some kind of... The guy smoking the worm smoking the pipe, or...
The hookah, yeah.
The hookah pipe. What are some of the adult themes that you think, because it's something from 1865, so we're thinking American Civil War, but was Lewis Carroll from England? Is he from the United?
Yes.
So
he's telling the story to Alice Little in England. Yes.
Yeah.
Alice Little being the daughter of his boss at the college he worked at.
And now, was Alice like his girlfriend? Was she a romantic interest of him?
No, she was just a young girl.
And
I think he really enjoyed, storytelling and kids. I think he enjoyed like the innocence of kids. Like you can see it in Alice in Wonderland. Just the idea of getting to experience those rabbit holes for the first time, getting to experience Wonderland for the first time in that like coming of age kind of thing. And so he would tell these stories to her as they were, rowing through England, I believe, and then, he was, motivated, encouraged to, publish it as Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And then the Disney version came out, and
100 years later,
huge, it was a big success. I believe when it was published
as a book in 1865.
Yes,
incredible. Like, so 1865 is also a very interesting year for another reason, because like that was sort of when photographs were starting to pick up some kind of mainstream, speed.
Mm-hmm. And Lewis Carroll was also amateur photographer.
Oh my God, Lewis Carroll was an amateur photographer. I'm gonna pull up some of his photos because the copyrights have to be gone, like they have to be expired by now.
I don't know if he's looking at YouTube, to check it out to make sure that.
No, but his estate or something.
Yes.
So I'm gonna check. They have to be public domain by this point. Some of them. Have you found any of those original Lewis Carroll photographs?
I mean, like a lot of people have posted them on websites and online, and you can see like just his self-portrait. You can see Alice Little. I believe he took some portraits.
Whoa, we are really going down the rabbit hole here.
So they're really great portraits. I think he was regarded as a highly accomplished, very good photographer at the time too.
Yeah. I mean, the technology that they were using back then was like daguerreotype, tin type.
Yes.
It wasn't even like commercial. You had to sort of, have your own setup, sort of.
Yes, which he did. Yeah, it was. I think he did a lot of experimentation too, or he was. According to one set I was reading, it seemed like he was ready to jump into the new technology.
Yeah.
And figure it out. Don't quote me on that. There was some technology that he saw as like ruining photography altogether. So I would have to go and double check on that.
So the interesting thing is that even in the year 2016, photography is still a viable medium. It hasn't been replaced.
Correct. It's been altered and improved and use it in different ways.
Yeah.
You could say the next step was film, and then three-dimensional film is now,
oh boy,
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll go away, but it's becoming a thing. Holograms. And
oh my God, holograms don't even. Oh my God, craziness! It's absolute craziness. But I just like photographs because even on the internet, right? The photograph is still the first thing you see, and you could put 30, 40, 50, you could put 100 hours, into like an Annie Leibovitz photograph with the setup and the costumes and everything. Mm-hmm. And all of that gets boiled down into literally a split nanosecond. You see that image, boom, it's all absorbed, right then and there. It's just so fascinating,
Yeah, I feel like that's also what people gravitate to most on the internet, at least, in terms of, you know, it's just, yeah, it's like you said, it's all right there. It's quick. I don't know.
Now, you are also a man of many hats. Maybe slightly mad in a good way. I only mean that as a compliment, isn't it? And but what I'm fishing for is you're sort of a funny man, a comedian, and what I'm curious about is when did you move to New York City? And I'm getting cold here, so please tell me while I put my gloves on.
I moved to New York in 2007.
Yeah, from
Boston.
You're a Bostonian. Yes. Where's the accent, man?
I was only in Boston for about 7 years. And before that, I was in Pennsylvania, and then Ohio, Virginia.
A mover arounder.
North Carolina, yes.
Interesting. But so travel is part of your existence. It's been part of your existence.
Exactly. Yeah, my dad had us moving around a lot, and then also he would take us on, you know, trips when he was going on business trips. He would take us around the world with him. So
wow,
did a lot of traveling with him, and also learned a lot of photography from him. So
that is super cool. So you moved from Boston to New York.
Yes, I moved from Boston to New York for comedy originally.
You moved, so that's the interesting thing is you moved for comedy. Some might say that New York is the center of comedy, or one of the comedy centers, but it's, you know.
I think it's, yeah, the best stand-up comedy.
I always used to think that Comedy Central, like was in New York City, but it's sort of like a lot of Comedy Central happens in LA. Yeah. But I thought everything Comedy Central happened in New York, like all the videos and all the shows, and like I'm starting to find out that you know, things happen all over.
Yeah.
But
yes.
mainly in New York, mostly.
I feel like a lot of people move to New York for stand-up comedy, to pursue stand-up comedy. It's great in New York. But and then if you want to go beyond that into writing and film and acting, then LA is a great place to go.
Exactly. Just to give you some history about me, I was in the technology industry for a good decade. Okay. All I did is sat behind a desk and deteriorated. Mm-hmm. That's in a nutshell.
Like IT, kind of like for different companies, kind of thing.
Yeah. The IT guy. I was a software engineer. Did a little in the music industry, a little in the high technology industry. I started a few apps of my own that like allowed me to be financially independent, and they were all good lessons and good business experiences. And that's a totally other topic, but.
I had no idea about all that with the apps and just even coming up with your own app seems crazy to me.
It's craziness. When you're coming up with an app, you're coming out with a business. You're creating a business, or it could be an artistic endeavor. You know,
we'll have to talk after this. Yeah.
Such as Alice in Manhattan.
Yeah.
All I know though is that starting a business is like starting a baby. And it takes so much energy to like lift off velocity. You need escape momentum, you need escape velocity. And you learn that through failure. So I've had a lot of failure, a few successes.
That's what it's all about. That's what going down the rabbit hole is about.
Ooh, I love touching back on this theme.
Back in.
Yeah, going down the rabbit hole. You go back to that Disney movie, and now that this book is out, I feel like we're part of the legacy, or we're part of the history, given who you are, who your father is, and I'm honored that we could be here to do this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's also, you should mention, the 150th anniversary of the publication of Alice in Wonderland.
Now, is there like a gala ball or some kind of?
There's actually Lewis Carroll societies in North America, in England, and all over
it's a distributed worldwide thing.
There's the Lewis Carroll societies of Argentina, and so I went to a event of Alice 150. Just recently in October at the New York Institute of Technology, and they had many speakers, my dad being one.
Oh my God, that is so cool. So what's your dad's name?
Arnold Hirshon. And he spoke about all the different illustrations that have, the different adaptations that have been made throughout history and all around the world. It was extremely interesting. Just so many.
So what the viewers at home or wherever you're watching this, could be watching this in some tuk-tuk in Indonesia, or right? Because like they have phones and they're watching YouTube. So
Exactly.
What they can't see is that on my recording device over there, there's a worn-off sticker, and that's the John Rogers Idiot
Yes.
album, which is a completely other topic, which we're not going to cover in this video. But
fine.
it's part of Dan's comedic endeavors, and there's so many of your endeavors, which is why you moved here. And you did stand-up comedy.
I did stand-up comedy.
You did stand-up
John
comedy.
Rogers Idiot is an album, a sketch comedy album that I produced
Sketches.
with my partner, Micah Sherman. And yes.
And it's a wonderful album, even though this is the center of this particular video. That's another wonderful album that is extremely talented man, Dan Hirshon, is responsible for.
Yeah, like just doing all these things with photography and comedy and getting into filmmaking and animation.
Yeah, and Dan's a filmmaker, Dan's an animator. He made an incredible video for this, and check. Is it on YouTube, your video?
Yes.
So
we're going to AllisonManhattan.com. AllisonManhattan.com.
And I'm gonna put a link to your YouTube video right in here with the YouTube card feature.
Okay.
And it's a great little feature. I have an idea for you. If you're willing, would you like to go crawl around maybe?
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.